Oof. Jade's looking a little rough today. Yes. The winter season, where the days are shorter, it's too cold most of the time, and I just simply do not have enough time to work on any projects with the cars. But I am going to try to do something today. So, that being said, what's up everybody? Welcome to this installment of Mike's Vehicle Vlogs, and I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Today, with what little daylight I have left, and as long as the wind doesn't really carry anything away, today is probably not the best day to be doing anything because of the wind, especially with what I have to do. Yeah, I got a couple of things that I want to look at inside of these doors, both of them actually. The driver's side door has several issues. I'm sure the tape gives it away. The window clip that connects to the window regulator inside the door broke. So that side of the window wants to fall. The front side of the window is still intact, but it's only a matter of time before it probably wants to go also. So that window has been out of commission for, I don't know, probably about a month. It's driving me crazy. Also in this door, I do believe our door lock actuator for the power door. You can hear the passenger one worked, but this one doesn't do anything. So I think that has to be changed out. And the trunk release down here at the bottom, it's not plugged in. At least that's what the last owner told me, because they had this door off before, I think to replace the regulator for the window, if I'm not mistaken. And somebody forgot to plug the trunk release back in. So that's what's going on with this door. In the passenger door, well, the only thing that doesn't work in that door is the speaker. The big, the lower sub in the door isn't working. So I don't know. I'm probably gonna do that one right now. To be quite honest, as much as I want to film this whole window thing, I may not be able to actually do that job here at the house. I mean, I can go ahead and tear all this door skin and stuff apart, but when it comes to the actual repairing process of the window, I don't think I'm going to be able to do it here, only because there are things here, or things that aren't here, that I'm going to need, and I might have to save that for work, like after I'm done working, stay later and maybe actually fix it at work. So, I mean, I can give you the rundown real quick on what I'm doing with that, and if need be, maybe I'll try to document it. Like I said, so there are clips, and once we take these door skins apart, we may actually be able to see them, and then I can maybe even show you on this window what we're going to be doing, just in case. But this window is fully functional still, so I can put the window down or up or whatever. It'd have to be down, I think, and maybe I'll show you guys what we're doing. But there are clips on the window that are epoxied onto the bottom of the window, and that is connected to the window regulator, so that is pretty much what holds the window for up and down motion. And these GM cars are known for these clips breaking or their regulators failing. My mom's Malibu had her one back window quit working a long time ago, and we just put a block of wood in it. And the Alero that we once had also, it too had a problem with one of the windows. Very similar situation, had to be taped up, probably because these clips broke. So I don't like the tape. I like to be able to use my window, especially in the summer. This thing doesn't have air conditioning. You hear that wind? What a great day to be doing this, because these door skins are large and I could just see them being carried by the wind. So anyway, these are the clips. I haven't really obviously looked at what's on here now. There's 4 pieces in this box. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's a universal kit. I will find out once I have this apart. But this is what we're replacing on the window. And obviously you see the slots where the glass slides into there. Well, to do that, to hold the window in those slots, you need this 3M channel bonding and side light adhesive. This was hard to find around here. Yes, it was very hard to find. I actually drove about a half-hour away to go pick this up, just so I didn't have to order it and wait for it to come for days. But this is a 2-part epoxy. It is a special epoxy, and this is what is basically the only thing recommended to hold the clips on these windows, because this stuff turns into a brick apparently when it dries. Somebody told me I can maybe use RTV sealant. I was advised against it. Somebody told me I can use urethane. The problem with urethane to hold those clips in is urethane will flex. Urethane is basically the stuff they use to seal your windshield. And even then, you know, if you would actually look at your seal on your windshield, if it's exposed and you touch it, it does kind of have a squishy feeling. So there's flex in urethane, and I don't know if you want that flex against the friction of the door when your window's going up or down, specifically down. I could just see it pulling right off. Somebody at the parts store, believe it or not, told me to use Gorilla Glue. Yes, Gorilla Glue is like one of the best glues out there, and you can use it on glass, but again, this up and down motion on your window, I don't know if that's going to be the best thing to do. So I went out of my way to make sure I had what I was told by a professional to use. Now the problem, one of the problems with this stuff, for me anyway, is I don't have the applicator. Like I said, it's a 2-part epoxy. There's 2 things in there. You need 2 pistons. It's got the nozzle that converts it to 1, and I don't have the gun for it. However, at the dealership, there's a gun there, so that's why this might have to be done at work after I'm done for the day. You hear the heat shield under the Grand Am rattling from the wind? This might be a bad idea today. And then once this is on the clips and stuff, and we bolt it back to the regulator, then it has to cure, and you still can't use your window for like 24 hours, maybe longer. I probably still won't use it right away because I want to make sure that that stuff dries. Because I'm probably not going to do it again. Another issue is with the glass itself. I told you guys this stuff pretty much dries like a brick, and I'm going to have to get the old stuff off of the window where the clips are now. And I was told I'm probably going to need something along the lines of like a die grinder with an adhesive pad on it, and we're going to have to actually kind of whiz wheel it off or something, you know, because that's how strong it is. And I know for a fact I don't have anything here to really try and scrape that stuff off. So that's another reason why it might not be here. I might end up doing it at work and just showing you guys the results. But that's basically the process. That's my main objective for tearing this door apart. I can live without the door lock actuator. It would be kind of nice to have the trunk button working now. So I would definitely like to get that taken care of. But I think for now, just to kind of get by and at least figure out one of the things that are bothering me, I do want to tear this door apart and take a look at that speaker. Plus, this is the door that actually opens all the way. The other door obviously does not because of the crease in the fender. So this is the speaker I'm talking about. We do have sound coming from the tweeter, and we got nothing coming out of this speaker. Now I had to rewire the wiring to the stereo because somebody hacked off the original harness and just taped a bunch of wires together for an aftermarket stereo. Then when they put the original stereo back in, they kind of taped a harness back on to get the stereo to work, and it was a mess. So one of the earlier vlogs of this car, we had the stereo out, we went to the junkyard, cut off a decent amount of original harness, and we actually connected the wires, heat shrunk them together, and done it in a proper fashion. And all the speakers work except for this one. So the original owner of this car actually commented, she saw that video, and she commented on it when I said something about this not working, and I think she said they unplugged it because it was making noise when she had it. My assumption is, I'm willing to bet it's probably because of the wiring that was existing in this dashboard before I got the car. So she said it's unplugged. We're gonna find out. Now, to do this, there shouldn't be a whole lot to this. I know the first thing we have to do is pry this off. Oh, that was easy. For the tweeter. So there's that. I'm probably gonna unplug it, maybe just so it doesn't hang. The reason why you have to take that off is because you see how this lip here kind of hides behind that. So if you tried to pry this off, this was gonna come flying off or break. So pry it off now. We have a Phillips screw in here. These cars, as they age, these just kind of come off really easily. See? That screw there, I do believe, comes off also. It looks like it is connected. Yeah, it's the handle. It's in here. So, it too looks like a larger Phillips. There's a hole here. So there's a screw in there. Hopefully I have something deep enough to get in there. I should. Anything around the sides? A lot of dirt. There's an opening there. I think that's to grab. That might be just to grab it. It doesn't feel like there's any fasteners. I don't feel anything along here. If I'm not mistaken, I think we do have to pry this reflector off, and there might be a screw back there. Alright, so I did unplug these because we do not want to break them. The lock is going to be the blue, and the window is going to be the black. So they look like they're almost the same type of connector. Don't mix them up. So the blue one's going to go with the lock, and the black one's going to go with the window switch. I got this screw out. Then what you're going to do is pry this handle back and walk that out like that. I got my screw in the carpet, or in the little groove of the weatherproof floor mat. I want to see if I can get to this one. I know there's a screw in there. There it is. Okay, I'm going to have to hold the door. So it's at an angle. That's basically where it is right there. And like I said, I think there might be one more behind this reflector. So I'm going to try to pry this off carefully and see if there's one sitting back there. The one on my driver's door is broke, or missing, I should say. Come on out. Is it glued on there? I think there is a screw though. Oh, it's glued on there. Oh. Yeah? No? Maybe not? Oh, yeah, there is. I felt it. It's behind the skin of the door. Oh, I don't really want to yank that off of there. Alright, so the door skin is off. You can definitely tell somebody's been back here before. because the waterproofing is gone. I mean, this is what's left over of the foam. Some of the tabs are already broke off or missing. So yeah, see, they're not even here. So yeah, somebody's definitely been over here. There it is. So as you can see, it connects up here. This is where the tweeter goes. And yeah, it is unplugged, so I'm gonna plug it in. Oops, don't really want to do that. I'll plug it in, and for copyright reasons I can't really play music. So we'll see what happens. Alright, well, yeah, I've been sitting here for a few minutes. I had the stereo on. Spirit Box. That's all I've been listening to lately. Spirit Box. But it sounds like it's working okay. It doesn't sound like it's crackling or anything. I don't hear any kind of static. It may have been because of the crappy wiring that somebody had performed way back when. So yeah, it seems like it's okay now. Everything over here still seems to be working. So all of the speakers throughout the entire car should be working at this time. I had to get some heat on. I'm starting to get cold. Ooh, the wind is blowing my trunk lid. So I think we're gonna get ready to put that door back together. Because yeah, like I said, it seems to be okay. So we're gonna go with that. And actually, taking a closer look at some of this wiring here, I don't think these are original. Somebody and their wiring in this car. So I wonder what that's supposed to be for. Those are thicker wire. Yeah, somebody's definitely messed around in this thing. Window motor. Pretty sure that's what it is. Hey, while we're on that topic, let me plug this in real quick for the moment, just in case you guys don't get to see it. Yeah, see? So that is a sash clip. And the other one is right there. And the other longer pieces, I'm not sure where they go. I have no idea. But anyway, so that is what I'm expecting to see broken on the other window, the one particularly on this side. And what else? I think I'm gonna have to actually take the regulator out, which is probably not going to be fun. But there, that's what we got to do the other side anyway. I also like some of the spots of mold that seem to be growing inside this door panel. How nice, how nice. So when it comes to putting this back on, there's an upper lip, and you basically just set this over top into the groove. And then you just push it back into place with all those little plastic rivet things. And then we put our, I think 4 screws was the total. I got the other 2 out. 3 of them look like this, larger, and then the one smaller one, which would be for the plate behind the door handle. this one. Oh boy. It's always made noise. It's just, you know, 20-year-old GM quality. Not necessarily picking on GM, but it's just age, you know, just how it is. Yep, that works. There we go. Now it's done. All right. Cool, so am I gonna do this one? Probably not tonight. This is probably gonna have to be something I do at work when there's some downtime after everything's done for the day. So I probably will at least, I might take the camera anyway and at least show you what we find, but as far as the tearing down process of the door skin, we pretty much got that out of the way. It's going to be the exact same thing over here, just obviously opposite side. So yeah, hopefully it'll go smoothly. I mean, if, you know, once I get to the part where we're doing the regulator removal and the glass removal and stuff, maybe I'll try to have the camera on me and you guys can see it, but we'll go from there. So hopefully I will be able to do that real soon. I'm planning on it hopefully tomorrow, if not tomorrow, the day after. We'll see. But it's just going to be too cold after tonight. It's getting cold now. It's the wind. It really wasn't all that bad today, but the wind is really picking up and it's bone chilling. And like I said, I don't have things here. I don't have an applicator gun. I don't have the die grinder. Supposedly I'm going to need a die grinder. So I'll leave you guys for now, and once this is apart, I'll show you what I find. Alright guys, it's showtime. Well, trim's off. I ended up breaking this door trim, but it was already broke. I just made it worse. It actually separated, and the styrofoam piece fell off. As to be expected, no weather stripping or no weather shielding in this door. Alright, so I got the window down a little bit, and there's the one clip there, still attached. And behind this here, this is what's broke. And you can kind of see the glue and pieces of it. So that's it. It was the clip. Also, I pulled this out of the door, the very bottom of the door. I have no idea where it goes. The channel to something, but it was laying at the very bottom. I have no idea. Someone's definitely been in this door before. So this is where you can see a little bit of the glue left over. I'm going to have to outline this so we know where to put the new clip. And here's the remaining one. So we got the regulator out. Bolt here, bolt there, here, 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 and then the middle cable you pull out of this little tab back here. And this may actually be worse than I thought. Here's the other part of the regulator. It's obvious the clip came off, but I think the actual regulator might have broke. It's a dormant part, so it was replaced. So I don't know if this is fixable. It came out from here. Maybe it's okay. I don't know. So the good news is, I don't think the regulator actually broke. This actually clipped back in, and it's staying in. The other side, obviously, I took the clip off. So if we go to the window, this looks a little bigger because it just looks like the glue kind of smeared. It probably ended here. I might put another piece of tape here, but so this is the area that we're aiming to put the new clip. This one is pretty easy because the clip's still here. So now we gotta get these clips off and try to clean this stuff up. This might be RTV sealant. Very well might be. Alright, so we scraped off the stuff on both sides of the window, cleaned it up with some shop salt, and now we've got the actual bonding agent. We got the new clips, which go on like this. That's a pretty wide area. Oh geez. That's about where it was though. This side's precise. Alright, here goes nothing. Had to use an old one. I'll tell you why in a bit. Oh man, okay, so the door is complete. I'm sorry I didn't really film all as much as I was hoping I'd be able to film, but at this point I just wanted to get this stuff put back together, get it fixed, because it is past 10 o'clock and I want to go home, and I gotta be back here for work at 8, so it took a little longer because I screwed up, and the problem that I had was the roads are a little slippery. The clip that originally came off the window, well, I misjudged the tape mark. You guys saw the wide amount of tape, the spacing between the one part of the window, and yeah, so it was off by just a hair, and it wasn't lining up with the bolt hole. So the epoxy dried extremely quick, and I ended up breaking the new clip, and it's no good. So I used one of the old ones, the one that was up at the front of the window, because it still seemed like it was intact and whatnot. I put the window back into the door channel, took a Sharpie and marked on the window where that clip is going to line up once it's in that bracket, and put it on, and obviously new epoxy, cleaned off the old stuff, and just had to do half of the job over again, and that was it. And I know this is a boring view, but I'm just trying to drive and, you know, whatnot. But it's done. So the window does not have tape on it at the moment, and all should be right when it dries. I left the door switch out. You can kind of see there, just the wires hanging out, so I don't accidentally hit anything. Should be enough time. I mean, that stuff dried extremely fast. I was actually kind of surprised it dried as fast as it does. But we want to make sure that it dries to, you know, what they say, brick status, and that should be it. Worst case scenario, the other clip doesn't hold, and I'm gonna be at least doing one of these clips over again. But I don't know, once it's out and such, getting the regulator in and out was probably the more challenging part. Getting the window in and out, not all that bad. The regulator was probably the hardest part. But now we don't have to get the regulator out. So, as long as that piece that broke off the regulator, you know, if that stays on, again, worst case scenario, possibly replacing the regulator. But that's it. So we got our speaker fixed. It still sounds good. Obviously, there's nothing on the radio now, so you can't hear anything. And we got the window fixed. The only thing not fixed in this door yet is the actuator. I'm not 100% concerned about it at this time. Oh, and the trunk button's plugged in, and yes, the trunk button works. However, whenever somebody unplugged the trunk, they broke the tab on the actual button. So if that wiring connector comes out, which is a possibility, over you know, times of opening and closing the door, then the trunk may not operate again. But it's plugged in right now and it works. That's it, guys. I'm going to be getting on the highway here in a little bit to head home. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Check out teespring.com/store/Mike's Vehicle Spotlight for all of your MVS and vlog merchandise. That is all that I have, so I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Oh, it snowed so much again. Tell you what, these used tires, man, they got some pretty decent grip. Man, I'm impressed.